I said to myself, I'm not gonna give up. I will make it. I will make it in Bombay. My name is Sean Multimillionaire. Finally I achieved the success everybody will look for. Hi everybody, my name is Sharma the Man. If you go back on my profile and see what I do, I am a real estate guy. I made my fortune in real estate and other businesses, and I'm also a motivational and inspirational speaker. I came from very humble, poor family in India. I grew up in Delhi. We were very, very poor. If you live in Bombay or if you know where Darby is, there's an area, Darby. It's called a slum. I don't like to use that word slum. There's nothing slum. When I say think about slum, it just reminds me scum. And nobody is slum. I mean, it's just a situation of people. Put them there. They are beautiful people. I love them. I love poor people more than I love anybody else, because they suffer. They suffer every day. I've been there. Bombay made me successful, or at least I would say the experience in Bombay I got made me successful. My life was in Bombay on Marine Drive 5 years, from 1978 to 1983. All the 2-mile stretch of Marine Drive, because that's where the business was. And in that 2 years, I was mostly semi-homeless because I didn't have a home, didn't have any apartment, I was just staying in a hotel. So semi-homeless, but a very short period of time, I became homeless. Business was down. I did not have anything, could not pay the rent at the hotel. So I had to leave the hotel. I left. I did not have a whole lot, just clothing and a little bit of belongings and all that. But I didn't have a whole lot. So I left the hotel. Now here I'm on the street. So on the street I'm sleeping on the sidewalk, I'm sleeping in the park, I'm sleeping on the beaches. And the beach right at Marine Drive, there's a park across it. It is called probably Shivaji Park. Now it may not call Shivaji Park, because I'm digging into the information that's 40 plus years old. There was a particular night I was sleeping in the park, but there was something going on in the park. People were dancing, there was a loud music, and I could not take a nap. It was 4 in the morning. I decided that I cannot sleep, so I should have to get away from this environment. And I started walking more toward Marine Drive, more toward Oberoi Hotel. Well, it's not called Oberoi Hotel anymore, it's called Trident. But back then, it called Oberoi Sheraton. Now, I'm talking about 1979, 1980, that time. So when I reached at A Road, I think I was very close to, there was a hotel called Bombay International. It had a very famous bar, Studio 29, very famous. Lot of rich people used to come there. But anyhow, and it was around 5:30 or so, I dozed off because I was totally exhausted, haggard, wiped out, no energy in me. And I was homeless probably around a week or so prior to this incident. I dozed off a little bit. And as soon as I dozed off, probably not more than 5 minutes or so, I heard a very loud noise, a jingle. I woke up. And as soon as I woke up, I saw a beautiful cow. White, black eyes, short horn, and red marks on her forehead. I think it was sindoor. And also, the guy who owned the cow, he put some ribbons, colorful ribbons on her horn. She looked gorgeous. I smiled. I looked at the cow. It was so adorable. And the guy who owned the cow, he had a cow feed, chara, on her back, and also had a bunch of cow feed in his arms. The cow jingled again. I just couldn't resist. I crossed the street, Marine Drive, and reached to the cow. I touched her forehead, and I had a beautiful smile. I just totally adored it. And I think that what the guy was doing, basically he goes around in the morning, and since people do not have sort of like farms and a land so people can feed and do some charity to the animals. Then I think these guys bring their animals, and especially the cows, so the people can do the charity and feed cows. She made a couple of more jingles and loud noise, and as soon as she would sing it, there's just a smile on my face. I still smile. This incident happened 40 plus years ago. Now what happened in the process, I saw a lady coming out from the building. All those buildings, same height on Marine Drive. So I think she was in the A road and she came out from the building. She was wearing white dhoti, pure white. She was tallish according to the Indian women's height. She was almost like my height. I'm 5'7". Petite, tall, beautiful lady. I was 21, 22 years old then, and I think this lady was probably in her 50s or 60s. She had a bronze pot and it had a little sign of Ganesh on it. She came close to the cow and close to the guy who owned the cow, and he knew her. And she handed him 20 rupees and he gave her cow feed, and she started feeding the cow. She looked at me with a compassionate look and she said, "Aap bhi khilao khana cow ko aur gaay ko." Then I said, "No, I cannot afford it." I said, "Nahi, mere paas paise nahi hai." I had about 100 rupees or so, but I didn't want to spend it because that's all I had. I was on the streets trying to get traction in life. She had a smile on her face. She said, "Ye lo thodi se tum bhi khila do, punya hota hai गाय को खाना खिलाने का." Then I had a little grin on my face and I said that मैं ब्राह्मण फैमिली में पैदा हुआ हूँ, ये हमारी माता जी और दादी जी भी करती हैं, मैं दिल्ली से था. लेकिन I didn't say that मैं दिल्ली से था. Before I could finish all that what I was saying, she said, "दिल्ली से हो?" मैं भी दिल्ली से हूँ और बहुत समय पहले बम्बई आए थे हम. I was just wondering how she figured out that I was from Delhi. Maybe because of, and then she uttered, "आपकी हिंदी बहुत अच्छी है. आपकी हिंदी से पता लग गया मुझे कि तुम दिल्ली से हो." I didn't say anything. I just kept on feeding the cow. Then all of a sudden what happened, there was a guy came. He was short in height, stocky, dark hair, white t-shirt, white shorts and white sneakers. He knew that lady somehow and just started talking about the family stuff, but didn't say a whole lot, and I just sort of didn't want to hear and look at them and what they were talking about. But with that, their conversation was hardly for not even few minutes, just few seconds, I would say. Then that guy turned around and looked at me, and as soon as I looked at him, I was surprised and shocked. I was like, I knew the guy. He looked at me and he said that Delhi se ho. I said, "Yes." "हाँ, हिम्मत मत तोड़ना. बम्बई सबको देता है, तुमको भी देगा." रात को सोए नहीं. I must have looked haggard. I was haggard, wiped out, no energy. And then he smiled and patted my shoulder, crossed the street and walked away. Say goodbye, namaste to the lady, and didn't say anything to me, just patted my shoulder and walked away. The way he patted my shoulder, the way he said the few words, something happened to me. It just propelled something in my gut. I don't give up. I don't give up anyway. I said to myself, I'm not gonna give up. I will make it. I will make it in Bombay. And I started walking back toward that park. You know who that was? Mukri comedian, Mukri Saab. I hope he's still around. Probably not. He is the one who gave me encouragement. He said, do not give up. Himmat mat todna. ऊपर वाला सबको देता है, तुमको भी देगा. Those words still give me goosebumps. Beautiful words. Whatever I am today, part of the credit I gave it to him. Mukri Saab. Namaste.